have so much I want to talk to you about, and I don't even know really where I'm going to start. It's going to be kind of all over the place. It was one of those things where I've had one of those days that so much has happened, so much has come to my mind. I've been processing through a lot of stuff, and so I was writing about it, I was journaling about it. It's like, you know what, I'm going to stop, I'm going to make a video, and maybe, just maybe, somebody out there will be going through something similar, and it can help you in some way. So first off, I am just going to do a plug for this book right here, Switch on Your Brain by Dr. Caroline Leaf. Oh my gosh. Me and a friend of mine, a couple of people I know, have been working through this book, and we are all equally blown away by how amazing it is. Like, let's see, the key to peak happiness, thinking, and health. Let me tell you something. I don't even know if that's the right direction for you guys. So it's called Switch on Your Brain. Oh, Lordy, it has blown my mind. It talks about how everything in life begins as a thought. And then not only just thinking, but like how your non-conscious mind has like 24 billion thoughts happening per second, things that are working together. It's like 2,000 thoughts firing per second in your conscious mind. And then it talks about neuroplasticity, I don't know if that's exactly how you pronounce it, but it dives into how your brain works and how you and I have control over what we think, how there are so many things in our life that all stem back to a thought. I mean, our physical health, our mental health, our emotional health. Guys, my mind is blown. Like, I can't even process half of what I read, and I finished it fast. I got through this puppy, really quick. Time-wise, it took me a little longer because I was at, youth camp all week last week, but as far as the days I actually sat down and read it, I flew through it, which is impressive because it's also a lot of science talk, but it's like, here's what it means in like scientific terms, and then here's for you to understand. So it does dumb it down. I don't mean dumb like we're dumb, but for lack of a better term. It puts it in a way that we can understand how our brains actually work. And then at the end, she calls it the 21-day brain detox that I have begun. And it's how you take captive a thought, you pull it out of your memory, you change it to what you want it to be, not in like some weird, creepy, like manipulative way, but like, okay, I struggle with fear of having another panic attack because I've had panic attacks. It's taking that memory, essentially, squashing that fear that's holding me in bondage, holding it over my head, and then creating something new that I then practice and work with and speak to myself. Guys, I'm blown away. I hear my children. Uh-oh.
Mama.
What?
When you grow up.
You need to throw up? What'd you eat?
I ate grapes. Good.
Okay, go to the bathroom. He doesn't actually have to throw up. He just doesn't like the way the grapes taste. I can tell by how he's acting. He says that all the time if he eats something he doesn't like. Anyway, so this book, I highly, highly suggest it. But this morning I finished the book. And so I began like the 21-day detox process. And as I began that process, there's something in me. So any of you guys who do the Enneagram, I'm an 8. I suck at being vulnerable. I don't understand why people are soft or emotional. Whatever. No, I'm getting better. Tony calls me his little pit bull that he puts in the cage and brings out when he needs me. No, I'm just kidding. Well, he does say that. But another part of my personality is that if I don't think I can do something great, or if I can't do it really well, kind of like perfectionist type tendencies, I just don't do it at all. And so as I was reading through this, and it's a lot to take in, it's a lot to process what I have to do to actually begin taking control of my brain. Oh, I was just super overwhelmed. I was like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do it well. I don't know if I'm going to fully understand it or do it right or do it how I'm supposed to. And I think a lot of it is just beginning the process, getting deep and pulling these memories out. But I was just super overwhelmed with it all. And so I had that. Then I had 5 little kids who were going absolutely bonkers. They are still punishing me for going out of town for a week. And they were down for naps by like 11, I think. Yeah, and normally they do not nap that early, but Mama couldn't hang. So they went down for a nap because it was just a stressful morning. It was crazy. And one thing I found myself doing, I actually texted Tony about it, and I was like, this morning, everything was chaotic. Everything. I mean, from me trying to get work done, I'm trying to call the doctor and make an appointment for Silas, and I'm trying to do all this, and then I just have this nagging thought in my head that I need to begin this. I need to start this process, and I was very overwhelmed. I was just carrying that weight, and all of a sudden, I find myself cleaning my room. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to pick it up. Well, no, then it was like, nope, I'm not just going to clean it up. I'm going to, go through my closet. I'm going to clean out under the bed and throw stuff away. I'm going to reorganize, which then that led, I found some containers I didn't know I had, and I was like, I need to reorganize the hall bathroom closet. And so I began that, and I'm throwing stuff away, I'm purging stuff, I'm getting rid of it, and I get done with it, and I'm looking at my hall bathroom closet, and I'm like, order. And I do believe that God speaks to us. I believe that he is alive and speaking to us daily. And in that moment, I felt like he spoke to me and just said, like, it doesn't matter how much you organize this closet or your room, it's not going to take away the chaos from your life. And I was like, huh? Like, I was kind of just struggling in that moment. So I texted Tony, and I was like, it's like I was purging things, and I'm trying to make order in my life tangibly because I feel like I'm losing it up here. It's like I needed systems and organization because I feel like my life is falling apart. It's a mess. I had nowhere to go. I didn't know what to do. And I realized it was like a crutch for me. Like, I think you've seen in movies and TV shows where they're like, oh, I get angry, I clean my kitchen drawers or whatever. And I was like, I'm that person. I am that person. And I realized I have an actual need in my heart for order and for peace. But I'm trying to find it in other ways. I'm trying to create it in tangible ways that aren't really actually meeting the need in my heart for that peace. I don't know what it is in me that thinks that organizing my hall bathroom closet and my hall bathroom drawers and going through things in my room is going to create peace in my life, because it isn't. I think if I've learned anything, if I'm trying to come to grips with anything, it's that I have to find peace in the chaos, because it's always going to be chaotic, and trusting and leaning on God in those moments that he will give me the peace I need, that I don't have to create it in my world because it's in my heart. And so I think God's trying to work on me in another area, and I think you should spend every day you're alive, no matter how old you are, growing and trying to figure out what's inside of you. And I think between what's going on in my mind and some things that God has been working on in me, and then like today, him kind of showing me that example of how I'm kind of creating like a false peace, a false organization through tangible things in my life because I'm lacking it here. He's trying to do something to me. He's trying to really dig some stuff up. And I just want to challenge you. Like, what is it that God is either speaking to you, and he's speaking it to you, or what it's an area that you're really struggling with that you need him to speak to you on, and where do you go from there? How do you continue to grow? I don't think we're talking about this enough. I could have posted that really pretty picture of my new hall bathroom closet. I mean, it's not that great, but it was good to me, and it needed to be done, or I thought it needed to be done. I could have posted that and been like, super productive day, and I read a book and did this, and honestly, I was a mess. I was a freaking mess. And I don't even know. Like I said at the beginning, this video was mostly for me to just kind of get some stuff off my chest, but I think some of you guys are probably doing the same thing. What are you trying to do in the natural and in the tangible that is actually disguising something that you're struggling with on the inside? For me, it's control. I feel like my life was out of control, and so I tried to control it by cleaning something and organizing it and making it pretty. But when truthfully, it's something I've got to dig up and deal with on the inside of me. My hall, bathroom, closet was not that unorganized. I'm actually a fairly organized person, but there was something that was longing in me, and I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna keep working. This is a journey, and it's a journey to know God more. It's a journey to know myself more. It's a journey to work through the things that are in me, whether it's in my non-conscious mind or my conscious mind, as I've been learning in this book. There are things that I do not on the non-conscious level because it's the muscle memory thing. It's the same reason why if you throw a ball at me right now, I can catch it. And I can also turn it around and throw it right back at you, because for years I played softball. I don't have to think about every single muscle moving. It just happens. And that happens in the good and it happens in the bad. So I want to challenge you. What are those things? I want you to just today take a journal and just start writing how you're feeling. Actually check in on yourself and say, how am I feeling? What is messing with me? Are there things I'm doing? Not that they're bad things. Organizing my bathroom closet wasn't a bad thing, but what I was trying to cover up or what I was trying to fix was a deeper issue. So what are those things for you? What's the backstage of your life look like in these areas? And what's an area that you need to work on? For me, it's finding peace in the chaos, even when things are crazy. It's just beginning to enjoy the chaos versus being bitter towards it and trying to find it in other ways, trying to create a false sense of peace and calm by organizing or whatever else I do, because I'm crazy, guys. Tony can attest to that. But you guys will have to let me know what you find out as you begin to journal and check in on yourself, see how you're feeling. I'm sure I've kind of been redundant. Like I said, I really had no plan for this other than to just share this book, because I think every single person on the planet needs to read it to learn how your brain works. And then just to kind of share with you guys and be real. That's my goal. That's the whole reason I started this, was to be real and to be vulnerable, because I suck at it. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I hope no matter when you watch this video that it can connect with you on some level, and share it with others. Maybe they can connect with it. Maybe there's somebody in your life who needs this even more than you do, and you never know what sharing that could do. There are bloggers out there who will never know how their honesty, their transparency has affected me by just one video they put out. They connected with me in that moment. So I love you guys, and you'll have to keep your eye out for the next video.